Hello and welcome to your real estate journey, expert tips for buyers and sellers. I am Dolly Lopez, your realtor and broker in the state of Florida and Kentucky. In this podcast, we normally provide you with advices to make informed and educated decisions in your real estate journey. However, we don't only limit it to real estate. So today, I am joined by Myrna, one of its estate planning attorney, and I've asked her to come live with me on this podcast at least once a month to teach more about finances and personal finances and personal care. So today we're going to be talking about POAs and healthcare directives. So Myrna is an expert at it. So what is a POA, Myrna? What and why is it so important to have?
All right. Well, a power of attorney is a legal document that you use during your lifetime to nominate someone or more than one person to be able to make certain decisions on your behalf as if they were you. And a power of attorney that we do in Florida is dedicated to legal and financial matters. And it's only during your lifetime. And it's important because we never know when we might be in a situation where we are very sick, or we might become incapacitated, or we might even be stuck out of the country. And there are certain things that need to be done with our things here in the US.
So some people might say, if I give a power of attorney to somebody, I would definitely need to trust that person because they can do everything on my behalf. So what I do, I just have it saved on my saved. And then if something were to happen, I can definitely just call, hey, you are my power of attorney. And then you can, you can act and do this and do that. So what would you say to these people that have trust issues and they don't trust people to do this type of things on their behalf?
Well, I think it does make sense to be a little bit cautious of this document. And that's because the person that you're giving the power to, if they could really take advantage if they decide one day to magically turn bad. And this document is a big deal. And I tell my clients that they need to be very careful with who they choose to have in that role. And it does make sense, if you're not ready for that person to be able to use the document right now, to have a conversation with that person and let them know that they have been nominated in your document as the agent, but that you're not giving them the document yet. You can put it someplace safe that they would have access to during an emergency. Because the power of attorney that we use in Florida, the durable power of attorney, the power is immediate. The person just needs to have a copy of it to use it. It doesn't only turn on if you become sick or incapacitated, like in other states.
So is that document recorded with the state, or is just a simple document?
That's a good question. It's typically not recorded. Now, if you are using a power of attorney to do a real estate transaction, the document does get recorded. And I've heard of title agencies that won't do transactions with a power of attorney. So it can vary depending on the company.
Got it. Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about healthcare directives. What is a healthcare directive?
Well, a healthcare directive is a legal document that is used to nominate someone that you trust to be able to make healthcare decisions and communicate with your medical providers if something happens and you're not able to do that yourself. Healthcare directives can also take it a step further and include something that we call a living will, where you let everyone know what you would want or not want in a situation where their doctors are talking about needing to put you on life support.
Gotcha. And then would you do all of these documents together, or do you have it separately? Or whenever you do one, you should do all three of them, like the healthcare directives and the live-in will and then the POA?
Well, the healthcare directives we usually do together. The designation of healthcare surrogate and the living will. It's the same topic, so we usually prepare those at the same time. The financial power of attorney can be done at any time. And a lot of times we prepare documents for our clients as part of a package, but certainly they can have those documents prepared on individual basis a la carte.
Okay. And about how much does it cost to prepare these documents and how long does it takes? And can you modify them after you have done them?
Okay,
Like
well, with
you chose one person, but then you decided that's not the person that you want to choose anymore. Can you do it? Can you just modify the document, or is it a done deal?
Well, it's not something that you can't ever change. You could always update your planning documents as you need to because you want to put someone else in a different role or you change your mind about certain things. And in terms of the cost really depends on the situation. At our office, we analyze each case individually, and depending on the case, we might be able to include it as part of a package or a la carte. And it could be anywhere from $300 to several hundred more, just depending on the situation.
Perfect. So, Myrna, if someone wanted to contact you and they just have questions about this process and if you can help them, where's your area of service once again, and what would be the best way for them to communicate with you?
We're based in the Tampa Bay, Florida area. They could communicate with me by calling my office or using the contact form on my website, and they can schedule a 15-minute discovery call with me. I also have a number of videos on my website, short videos explaining different topics, and that could be a good starting point as well.
Good. So, what's your website so for people to know?
My website is serranosetty.com.
Perfect. Myrna, thank you so much. For you guys watching, make sure you subscribe, you comment below if you have any questions and you want us to address it next time. We'll be doing this hopefully once a month to give you some guidance on, your health, on your health care directives and your estate planning, on your living wills and on everything. So make sure you ask questions and Myrna will be able to answer them next time. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.